So, hi everyone, my name's Claire, not Crystal, and this channel is about healing your inner divine feminine, divine masculine, and divine feminine, divine masculine in a twin flame connection, whatever's going on. Right, okay, so there's a lot around, oh, it's not in the shot, but so this card, reach out, the word reach out, whenever I pick up the extra card, it really keeps jumping out at me in different decks. So it'll be interesting if I shuffle these and it comes out again. And so, as well, if you're new to me, everything I do is channeling. So when I have a wee chat at the start, I'm channeling. I'm just channeling. Like I said, I'm fucking channeling. Every day I'm channeling. Every day I'm shuffling. It never fucking stops. So whatever I say is going to mean something to someone. And again, famous last words, but I really don't want to make this one too long because you can hear in my voice. Um, I am being used as a twin flame channel, a collective channel, to give the message that there's a lot of people healing their throat chakra issues. And again, it's the weirdest thing ever because my throat actually isn't sore. So that's how I know it's not a sore throat because I've actually had this quite a few days and it might have, I mean, I've lost it, might have actually been all fucking week to be honest. But yeah, but either way, like I said, I still have to protect my energy because the Pisces moon is extremely sensitive for me anyway, and Pisces is about exhaustion. It's the 12th house. It's when, you just need to surrender to whatever's going on in your life. And so that really brings me, whether it's like you're not feeling well or whether um, you need more rest or, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. So that's why you've seen me stop and start a bit, more stop than start really this week. Although to be honest, I have kept up with the videos quite alright, like these ones. And I didn't plan on doing this, it's just I felt a really strong calling, pull to come and do it. So, and that is very, that is what Pisces energy is about. It is the kind of, it's quite helpless and hopeless. And it's interesting because that there's a card in this deck called helpless and hopeless. So it's victim mode. So just be aware of that when yourself. And with this full moon, which actually isn't the full moon in the UK until about, it's like has something around 2:30 in the morning. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm quite geeky when it comes to the full moon, the new moon, the exact times, and I don't consider it like the full moon day until Thursday for UK. But again, just whatever, basically as the full moon. So, um, and yeah, Pisces is very sensitive, feminine sign, blah blah blah, all the feels, right? So, and there's this theme of reach out. So even if it doesn't come out, it's it's either you're being pulled to reach out to someone or they are being pulled to reach out to you. And so I'm not going to say which one is either way because these are the conversations that this comes up every now and again when I'm doing the big long live streams and it comes up a lot whenever I've got sessions with people. And it came up today in a session as well, is that, first of all, twin flames are very unique, right? Like I say all the time, they're very rare, they're very unique. There's not a whole load of twin flames in the world. I know it looks like otherwise because of the amount of folk that are talking about and all that, but that is the God's honest truth. Like, when it is a true twin flame union, you just know. You feel it, and it's, again, I can only speak for myself there. I know, I can feel it extremely strongly. So it's like I know when it's a real one and I also know when it's not a real one. Like I've saw a lot of that online over the years where someone's claiming they're with their twin flame and lo and behold, not even fucking 2 months later, like sometimes a few weeks later, it comes out, oh, actually, no, that person was tricking me. That wasn't my twin. I've seen it all over the years. So, anyway, blah, 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 blah. What I was talking about with a client, SOFA member today was, just kind of recognizing that, like everyone's union is unique. And because this person, I'm just keeping it anonymous, obviously, is in contact. I would say contact, like this is one of the people where I'm always kind of like, look, it's actually hard to know what to call it. I would say it's on a pathway to union. They're in a reunion, but really quite close to a union. And the only reason why it's not a full union is due to her twin going through a big dark night of the soul, and and that's balance, so balancing out the energies. Oh yeah, and so that brings me to this actually. So there's a few things, yeah. So this whole reach out, again, this came out in the session, and it had already been pulling my attention for the last few days. Like I said, different decks of cards, I keep pulling cards about reach out. So it is just a strong feeling about someone wants to reach out to you, or you're being guided to reach out to someone. And that's what I was saying to my client today, is it's like, because of when you're needing a physical union, you're both going in and out of the energy so much that it's like you've got to really sort of tap into that for yourself. And if you're feeling strong and empowered, and your whole world isn't going to crumble if this person ignores you, ghosts you, rejects you, then what have you got to lose, really? And so again, I don't really want to go too deep into that, but what I mean by is, I'll get the cards back up, is it's like I was saying to my client today, it's you are a pair, you know what I mean? And wait a minute before I lose these cards. So that's very relevant. This is really what made me come on, because I was honestly just about ready to, get my bath and go to my bed. Like, I'm just gonna watch telly in my bed. Like, but do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of, and I just picked up the cards and shuffled them, and all this flew out: union, yin yang, union, yin yang, and let go. Right. So there's definitely something about, for some of the twins out there, there is a union coming in, or like I said, it could be a reunion, so a slow process of coming back into each other's lives, even just talking to each other for a few weeks before you actually see each other, whatever it is. But there's a balancing happening here. And look, remember, that's funny, because that's really pretty crazy. Because I mean, it's not crazy that these are the symbols that I'm very connected to, because they are very twin flamey. But like I said, my the my this what the symbols my soul strongly resonates with are the infinity, the yin yang, and the ankh. And it's kind of like, and basically I've just noticed that these two are here, but it's just, I know this is myself, for like this is coming together now for a lot of people. um and that, because the harder, like, the energies are going in on you, like basically delays and everything's coming in to stop it from happening. It's just because it's getting closer and closer, so it's kind of weird, isn't it? In a way, it's kind of quite a good sign. But it's quite funny, because look, coming together, which is the two of cups in this deck, is actually, I forgot that came up in the session too, is, it's in reversal. So but it's like, either way, it's like, look, that's like energies are trying to stop these two people getting together, coming together, but it's like, it's not gonna work. It is still happening, but it's about, you have to let it go and let it happen. Like, you have to detach and let it go in divine timing. And there we go. There's the one that came up in the shorts. Choose your battles. And that very much feels like that's going to be the, yeah, the Seven of Wands. It's like, it's kind of like, it just feels like there's blocks coming up to, in the form of, yeah, either these delays, distractions, or like people as distractions. But it's like, you've got to stand up for what it is you want, and for your life, and blah blah, all that kind of stuff. And if you're divine feminine energy, you've got to detach from what's happening and trust that your twin will do that. And that's why praying is important, and being grounded. Right. So the union of divine soul counterparts is a miraculous event that begins when you least expect it. Again, it's like, to me, this is really about, like, this comes together in divine time. And it's when it all starts happening, like, it just is going to come out of the blue. And it's just funny that this full moon is a blue moon. It's all going to come out of the blue. Yin yang, like the yin yang symbol, twin flames contain an aspect of each other's character within themselves. And this is what I feel, some of your twins are really starting to look at this in a different perspective. I don't know, it's like maybe they couldn't see that as strongly as what you could before, or they could and they were scared of it. Like, it's just something like that. But either way, you've got to let go. And what is Pisces about? Pisces is about letting go and surrendering. Like, either way, you've got to let go of control, which is interesting, because this full moon, like, conjuncts, like, basically meets up with Saturn in Pisces retrograde. It's kind of like Saturn is boundaries. So I didn't I didn't think about that when I was doing the shorts, because again, they're only a minute. But if you look at the messages that have come through, it is, and actually even the quick video I've done today and the ones I've done this week are about, it's all about boundaries. Now, I talk about boundaries all the time, so it's probably why I didn't notice, because it's literally what I help people with all the time. But it really does feel like, you know, like Saturn's very restrictive, and it's and again I've got my Saturn retrograde is in Scorpio, so like I said, that is really pretty heavy, and it can be, yeah, pretty brutal at times, but it's like I said, I'm very disciplined, and this is how I'm good at helping people be patient with all my 6 retrograde planets, which we've got just now. In fact, we've got more than that, but it's yeah, I'm just very, very patient, and what I help is other people have that patience in their life, and specifically their twin flame journey, which is what, like, you know, when I was talking with my person today, that's like, I'm just like so proud to, yeah, to be seeing her doing that, and just like, because it's not an easy journey, and that's why I say, like, you know, not just, it's not your average person that could handle it. Yeah, it's not your average, I think I just said that weird bit, your average person could not handle what twin flames go through. It's fucking hardcore. It's not like some kind of fucking skipping and dancing in the park, do you know what I mean? It really is facing the stuff about yourself that you'd rather not in another person. but you have to. It's just, you know, energies coming together. You're linked, whether you like it or not. You're linked. Um, Sometimes it's best to let go of let go and let the universe work things out in divine timing. Yes, I forgot that I even said that. So it's just like divine time, divine time, divine timing, which everyone gets fed up of hearing, I know. But right, let's put. Right, okay, so what else do we need to do? So I basically shuffled. Wait a minute, I'll put them back and see if they come out again. Wait a minute, before, the whole reason I was going to come on here is, what do I need to know for divine feminine, divine masculine? You're the love of my life. That was just sitting like in the wrong place, but I think it's in the right place for a message for, I don't know where the rest of them are. Oh yeah, they're over there. Right, so so that is basically, I feel either somebody's coming to that conclusion themselves, or they might actually be telling, let's shuffle them, they might even be telling people around them. Now, again, like I always say, don't fucking get carried away. It might not be, this might not be for you, but it's for someone. And anyway, I just laugh. You do just get to the point on this journey. It's like the boy who cried wolf. Do you know what I mean? There might, by the way, there's something about wolf animal, because wolf spirit, because you just pulled me to the picture of the wolf, and I was talking about wolf spirit a lot in my session, and like wolf is one of my main power animals. Wolf, if it like I was saying to my client today, if I had to associate it with divine feminine or divine masculine, I would more associate it with divine masculines. But really, it can be divine feminine or divine masculine. But it is one of my main ones. But it's going to be significant to someone else out there, right? Why did I get drawn to that card? Fights, arguments, conflicts, yeah, well, it's all kicking off. I mean, it's a full moon, so I didn't get a sense there that it was fights, arguments, and conflict with you and your twin flame, although it could be for some people. And I remember what I always say, on a natural full moon, all the emotions are very heightened. And actually, on a Pisces full moon, you're better to kind of go within and yeah, and wait, you know, at least until, I would say, sort of Friday, to have serious conversations. But it's kind of like, it's really up to you, because Pisces is a very gentle sign about feelings and overwhelm, and so if you can keep things gentle and calm, then it is a good time to. But if you think there's going to be argument because it's your soulmate, that just fell on the floor, and that is, I feel, is okay. I'm getting two messages actually. I was about to say that means your twin flame, but there's a twin flame card in this deck, so that could be fights, arguments, and conflicts with a karmic soulmate for someone. But it could be because of the first card, because that was saying you're the love of my life, so maybe someone's actually sort of, I'm afraid of commitment, but it was in reverse, and reminiscing, and a dive in and out of relationships, and I feel you. I don't know what I want. I find you incredibly attractive, twin flame in reverse. I'm not even interpreting them, guys, because that was a mixed bag, but yeah. That's what I would say, is That's bits and bobs for different people, or someone's very confused, but it could still be the same person. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, right. Let's see. So I've this is two decks completely mixed up together. Oh fucking hell! Now they're really and so what have we got for the dominant divine feminine collective? Okay, that so again, there's this energy of feeling maybe a bit out of balance. Oh, how interesting! Two cards about balance. So again, to me, this it can either be that yeah, you're feeling a bit out of balance or something, and like I said, it could just be this slightest of things. Because if I was to take this for how it could make sense to me, it would just be I didn't even think I was going to do a video at all tonight, but I just felt called to come and give this message, and that's me done, and I'm getting an early night kind of thing. But again, good luck getting to sleep when it's a full moon. The full moon's fucking shining. I mean, even when the curtain's shut, I just feel the energy of it. But you know what I mean. Anyway, it is. This full moon is about exhaustion, so you could actually have quite a good sleep in it. But I didn't sleep very well last night. But yeah, you could just be feeling slightly out of balance there, right? And like I said, it is that like I was going on about Saturn. Saturn is very restrictive. And so because the moon is your feelings and because Pisces is so sensitive, you could just feel this really heavy energy around you. It's like what I described, like that weekend there was a real heaviness to it. I felt a deep sadness. I can't remember what day it was now over the weekend there. I don't know if it was Saturday or Sunday. I think it was maybe a Sunday. And that's because Saturn rules Capricorn, it just feels really serious. So that energy could be about. Oh, and then like, there's a 10 of Wands. So again, yeah, but it's like being ready to just put it all down because it's too heavy and surrender. Um, and this is usually what comes up for divine masculine, but I always feel that this is like juggling your different priorities with it's like just juggling the union with the priorities. So it's the same for the feminine actually. I feel it's like juggling being out, especially for the feminine, like being aware that it's like you're the energetic leader and that you've got to take care of yourself because it influences how well your masculine will take care of themselves, and it really is just that simple. Um, you're a team kind of thing, but I really do feel that is like for now. It's like yeah, just you're being guided to like put down whatever is stressing you out, and don't put too much energy into it. And also look third parties. So again, this could be the rare sort of few feminine energies that might be a bit not so far along the journey, and you've got I don't know other distractions like romantic distractions, or it could be that this third parties are like family or friends or work a client, something like that. But it's like yeah, look, just burnt out, exhausted, and yeah, maybe just even got a bit of I started getting a headache when I said that there, right? Okay, so this does actually that actually kind of made sense to me. So for me, and it doesn't always make it's not always my wave, but a lot of the time it is, right? So where's the masculine at to go with that? So yeah, this is kind of fitting the mat that I feel this is because this sometimes comes out in reverse. So it's like when I always sort of instantly first of all they've got some kind of clarity, right? And again, I feel it's clarity about where they're at on this journey or where you're at, whoever's watching this. But instantly as well, like, it's truth. So it's like that could fit in with what I said about like he's telling the truth about something, and then my eyes are homing in on the tiny wee infinity symbol there. So it's like they're saying to me, it's like really, getting in touch with the fact that you are twin flames, like that is the truth, and perhaps even so again, remember your twin might not even know what twin flames are, but if they don't, like they could just be saying things like, this person's the love of my life, like I want to put the work in there, to at least reconnect with this person. Yeah, look, I want to give back to them, and it's not. I'm not getting the sense it's like someone's doing it because you feel like they have to or they're being dragged by the divine, because it sometimes feels like that. It feels like that. I've tapped into that energy before with divine masculines. It's like they feel like that's why they try to like find you in everyone else. But it's like this is a divine masculine we're talking about. This is someone that's stepping into their power, or it's when the person's gonna. It's like they're got the clarity, they're admitting the truth to themselves, so therefore they're ready, or they might already be doing it, or they're preparing to speak the truth to other people about wanting to have an equal partnership with someone. And again, I feel that's no longer giving to where they've been. And again, that doesn't need to be a romantic partner. That could just be not giving so much energy to other situations. I feel that's not wanting to hold back. But again, I always feel that's like delays from coming forward. But it's like the divine's like calling judgment on. I think, you know, that's interesting. I feel that's like I think that's like God or the divine saying like it's time now. Like you've learned enough, you know enough. Like, you know, you shouldn't still be confused. You're bored. Like basically, this is weird. I'm going with this message. It's going to make sense to someone, but it's like I feel someone's like still confused, and again, Pisces is confusion illusion, so still a bit confused and trying to trust themselves, but what they do know is they're bored, and that's why I'm saying it's like it feels like this the diviner God is saying, what more do you need to know? That if you're bored and unhappy and you're going through like this, you know, death of the ego, it's like I just can't even put in the words, but that is kind of Pisces energy, you know. So I'm just going to kind of surrender the fact that I can't put in the words what I'm feeling. I don't think your person can. That's what it is. Your person can't actually put in, and it's because they're still. This is what I said to someone today. Actually, it's like they're still in the dark night of soul. So it's like I said to someone today. Remember that, like, this isn't who they're always going to be. Like, they're going through the darkest time they will ever go through in their life, and when they come out on the other side, they'll be a different person. And it's and you'll know that if you're the other twin. So it's about having faith and trust in that process, and patience, obviously, which is what the retrogrades teach us, which is why I'm a master teacher of that with my 6 retrogrades. I have to be patient for many things in life. But this is divine timing. Like, you know, your luck's changing, their luck's changing. Again, but this kind of gives me that feeling of this is the energies that still come in to distract them as they're still quite confused, which doesn't always need to be romantic things. It's just the people calling on them for things. But this burning passion from this masculine actually is enough to burn away the confusion and the fact that it's like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know what's going on here. But all I know is they make me happy. So I'm going to make the offer. Because their light is guiding me home. I mean, that's kind of quite beautiful. I know it can be same-sex couples too, but that again is like we've got the guy with the roses. The guy from the garage is like being led by their guiding light. And I said something about, I read out an affirmation on today's one about that, or recently, because they're tired of holding all these feelings in that they have, and the passion again. See, that's two ace which here, that's what I mean about there's some, it's not, they're not in order, so it's like that's why there's 2 here. It's like this is like the passion's doubling up. So that Venus retrograde in Leo could be somewhere quite prominent in your masculine's chart, you know, to do with sex. Like it could be, actually, well, it could only be in the 8th house when we're talking about that. But yeah, no, there's other elements that could be like, you know, it could be in the 12th house as well, I suppose. And it's like, because basically Venus is love as well as other things, and Leo is passion and sex. And but if it did sort of land in the kind of, anyway, something like that, and it's like, again, Empress in reverse, it's like it's that I feel this is somebody that actually wants. Yeah, that's what I felt. I wish I'd said it before I put it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But what I was feeling was that it's like somebody not mothering, it was nurturing. I was going to say somebody wants that nurturing from somebody that knows that they truly care about them, because this is like up all night worry and stress, anxiety, and that's to do with the dark night of the soul. And it's like, but they know that it's like the person that's going to comfort them is the guiding light and the, you know, their empress. But then their ego is like, oh shit, no, you can't contact her, or you can't contact him, whatever the deal is. because you know, you weren't there for them in their dark time kind of thing. It's something like that. But then they're like, but I can't help with passion. And look, there's a Leo, because there's a lion. I can't help this passion, but I also can't go with that. You know, it's just someone's going back and forwards. This is interesting. But again, putting the heartbreak behind them to be the stand-up guy or woman, whatever. But it's just not quite got the strength yet to share those deeper feelings and to be the divine masculine because of that. And it is like so again. I'll do even more the feminine because I'll always end up doing that. But it's just kind of like, it is just, you're not meant to know. It's about whether this person's going to let their fears take over just now. And remember, I didn't say that on this one, but I'm saying it now. Pisces is the 12th house, which is your deepest fears. So yeah, how interesting is that? Like, look, this the divine counterpart, the King of Swords, is apprehensive to come forwards to their Queen of Swords. But it's like, look, so he's upside down right now. He doesn't want to talk. But if you turn him up right, it's like, look, we're equal. You know, they both look like, you know, cool as fuck, kind of, who's going to talk first? Aye, and I'm not going to go, what's going on here? Yeah. She's upright, mind you, but again, it's like usually the Queen of Pentacles is in reverse and it's a nasty fucker, but it's like perhaps something's been resolved here with someone in someone's life. It doesn't always even run it, and it's like putting the battles behind them. Oh, Queen of Swords again, but that is a nasty fucker again. You know, it just depends. Again, I just say whatever when I'm doing it different days, but it's like that's somebody that's quite nasty with their words. Like, this is all the people someone's putting behind them. Yeah, the betrayal and the backstabbing, and could be friends, could be anything. But further down the line, or again, it could be sooner than you think. For some, there is a message coming from this masculine. But yeah, and then it's going into, but maybe not right now, delays, so whatever. Right, what else about the feminine then? Because I went into quite a lot of cards there. Feminine is completing some kind of cycle. I feel it's the cycle the feminine is completing, I think, is like trying to think that you can hurry the process along. And that's so funny because if my client is, again, I don't like calling you my client, you know I love you and you're my soul sister, but it's kind of like, yeah, that is what we spoke about today. It's like just, you know, surrendering to just acceptance that, you know, if you're twins in a dark night soul, they're in a dark night soul. And some of you though watching this, you might not actually even know where they are. They might be out of it by now, or they might still be in the thick of it. You just don't know. But in the case of my client, she knows he's in that, and so you just have to accept it and focus on you and be there for them when they reach out. Because so that can be kind of confusing for the divine feminine, and it can be quite exhausting. But I don't feel the feminines are like allowing that to keep them stuck in their head as much as what it did before, because that's about feeling trapped and restricted. That comes up for the masculine a lot. But the whole thing is that you're not, because she's looking in the mirror and it looks, she feels trapped by the twin flame journey, but you're not. So I feel the feminine's like, you know, just let go. Let go and let God, yeah, because the plans are delayed. See, the plans are delayed for this vision coming together on both sides. So the Queen of Cups sits with her feelings, or you sit your feelings. Again, there is today, whatever this is all about, there is third. Oh, actually, it's quite funny because I actually know what that is for me. So again, it's not. I'm a good example of it. It's not always like that's not third party interference like romantic for everyone. It could just be something else like and you have to be strong about your boundaries. Being strong about your boundaries, that's basically, because Pisces is no boundaries. So at Pisces full moon, you're going to get people pushing your boundaries. You might just need to be a bit more assertive, and I've already had that. And you've just been asked to pause and be patient for your wish fulfillment, divine feminines, because somebody is coming forward and wanting to give to you equally. And then you'll come out of this boredom that you've been in. You'll come out of the confusion. You might still be slightly defensive and apprehensive about what and who is coming towards you, and that's understandable in September, which we are now just a couple of days away from. But again, it's about putting the painful past behind you, putting the, in this case, I feel that's like you've learned enough energy wise, and I feel it's the experiential learning part of the union is coming in for some of you, because there's a man that takes a very long time, but he's very dependable, is on his way. The horse wasn't going fast enough, he's got off the horse and he's making his way by foot to share all the love. It's really funny. And it could again, but look, it comes up with away from somebody, a Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which isn't the nicest of characters. Again, doesn't always need to be romantic, it can be anyone, but it'll be romantic partners for some people. Again, it's more just, I feel that's holistically, it's the divine masculines that are walking away from controlling feminine energy. Do you know what I mean? Like distorted feminine energy. And bearing in mind that if that even resonates people watching this, like if you resonate with like, fuck, I'm being in that, or I am in that, you can come out of that. You know, you can work on yourself, you can heal the your shadow, you can, and you recognize where it comes from. I mean, that's what I help people with. Do you know what I mean? It's worth noting that people that are new to me, like I'm a counsellor as well as a shaman and everything. So it's like I help people, get better boundaries and become more assertive and love yourself more. And this is all things you need to do in the twin flame journey. Again, I would see that as getting the download. So I do kind of feel like it's like if you're stressed out about whatever and confused, remember that is confusion. I'm sorry to lose my words, I just need to wrap this up. Confusion is part of the Pisces full moon, and again, it's just about surrender. Again, I feel it's like some people are frustrated about, where is this new beginning? I want to know what's happening. Like, why is this person not wanting to work together with me? Again, 2 cards saying that. Why are they not here wanting to work on this when I can feel that they want to? Where is the union? But then, oh, that's so funny. I wondered why they were telling me to say that about the downloads, because it's a hierophant, but it's just what I always get from the picture. It's like, because again, that is like, to me, it's like, the wise teacher as well, or the sage too. And it's like, and it's that, or you could even see, this is really deep, but you could even see that as like a divine masculine energy. But it's, the way I said it was like the downloads that you normally get aren't coming in. You're confused about, where's this new beginning, where's my person, where's my union. It's like just overthinking. And then that's when you just chill out and you let go and you do whatever it is you're guided to do for you, and not worrying about whatever they're up to. Normal service resumes. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're the Queen of Wands is in reverse. You're just your fire's a bit like low just now, is what I would say, your energy. And that you're soon going to come out of whatever the confusion is. And again, it might be that you just get to the point where you feel so fed up, you have to just drop what it is you're overthinking about, because, and then when you do, look, your victory comes in. Now, it doesn't always mean that that's your twin flame, but I'm being really guided to the flame. It could just be a whole load of money comes your way, or a new client comes your way, or I don't know, you meet up with a friend you haven't seen for ages and have a great day, or I don't know, absolutely anything. But some kind of happy, healing positivity is coming your way that you can't see yet. What's this about? Oh, wow. That's like what came out the other day. I did shuffle these. So there's something strongly here about really not wanting to invest somewhere though. Fuck, that's kind of weird. Right, so I do feel this is about, I don't know what this is about, but there's something where you're no longer want to invest in somewhere where I feel you've invested quite a lot of energy in it. Because it's, something's not working out here. A friendship. I don't know why I'm getting that, but, and I don't know what that's for someone specific, but it's like, because it's about coming together, socialising, reunions, but you've put a lot of energy and time into something. And actually, I mean, I don't know why I'm getting that message of that, but I'm getting it, and it's like, it's either that you've put a lot of time and energy invested into something, and you're going to be happier when you let go of that. Or there's going to be a miraculous turnaround in something that you're worrying about. Yeah, maybe because sadness in the verse. But you are worried about it. Yeah. Do you know what? That is, for some people, I think that's like... I don't actually. I'm so tired. I don't even... can't be arsed when it's like... So what is that all about? It's going to make sense to someone. Yeah, it is. It's some kind of like... What about that? Yeah, look, there's something, they're telling me something, it's like some kind of friendship that you're... I don't think you can see it going any further. Oh my god. Is it, but I'm just sort of asking them, for whoever this is for, is it a friendship or is it about some kind of... I think this might be a really, oh god, I know it, because it's the Pisces full moon, that's what they make me go psychic detective with the difficult things. I think this actually might be like a rare case of, this is the divine feminine energy that it's like some kind of like friendship turned, well, it's either a friendship for some and it's turning sour, or it could be that maybe it's like a friends with benefits thing or something, I don't know. There's something was great and you can't see how it's going to work now, and when you drop it you'll be feeling better because you're reminiscing about past. Yeah, that is not for everyone, but that is, someone is like, I think you've tried something with someone else, it's not worked out, and because you can't stop thinking about your past, and you're not regretting ending that because you feel happier, because you don't want to invest in it, because there's no love there. It was zapping your passion. You don't want to have options. You've been in hermit mode to heal yourself. That's totally confused the hell out of me, because I don't know whether that's a feminine or a masculine's feelings. So that's for you to know enough to wonder whoever that resonates with. Right, so for the feminine energy, 37 minutes, follow your destiny, follow your north node. We've got that again. Fucking hell, so this is a strong message. Again, that's probably, remember I said Pisces full moon is not a good time to drink, but you do you. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for adjusting my cravings and helpful directions that only desire life-affirming foods and beverages. A very small and boring example, but it's relevant, would be, rather than getting my cappuccino today, I had a strong, overwhelming urge to get a juice. So, and it did, I felt a lot better from it, although I think that's why I'm really tired, because I sat in the sun for a while. I think I'm a bit burnt. I did have cream on, but anyway, a little bit tingly. Right, so where's the masculine at? Oh, that one came out for them too. Divine intervention. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for being with, name the person in need, and you could name yourself, and helping with, and then describe the situation. I have faith in divine intervention and I fully accept your guidance now. And again, that's about surrendering. And it could even just be someone's in their dark night of soul and you need the healing therapy of laughter. And that's not a coincidence I mentioned on the shorts or the lives about laughter being, yeah, something like that. I didn't say laughter is the best medicine, but I said laughter is healer, because I say it all the time. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for reminding me to detach and find the humour and irony within every human drama. Okay, so did I shuffle these when I was talking about that? What do we need to know before I just end this, because I'm tired. I think I'm a bit burnt. Believe and succeed. So the masculines put in the, again, that's the the Seven of Cups energy again. It's like putting the daydreaming and like decisions behind them basically, and they know where they want to go now and they believe they can do it. That's what I'm getting at. Or you will when you get to this bit. But there's tower moments that are going to bring in to help people along if you're not moving. And now I'm coughing. That's going to be difficult for whoever's connecting with this to speak your truth, but you're going to do it. And you're finding balance every step of the way when you speak your truth and balance your own energy. And it's difficult though, because you are going through a huge transformation. Scorpio energy, the death card. Look, this guy's literally taken off the old him. and it's deep emotions. Well, that's Pisces season. That's not even meant to be in this deck, but obviously it is because it's relevant. Unknown feelings. Again, it's the Pisces is the 12th house, which is the subconscious. So, and the full moon always brings up your subconscious feelings. So, God, this is like a double down on your subconscious feelings coming to the surface. And this is why a lot of the message I've channeled and sessions I've done recently, and ones I'll probably release them tonight or tomorrow, even the timeless messages, which will be relevant for some in real time, are about a masculine coming forward with these deep emotions. Because it's time to spread your wings. And then that's the feminine waiting results. So, yeah, base chakra is grounding into the physical now. Where they were refusing to see, they're putting that behind them, that's really relevant word in that deck's like obviously the right one to pick today, because that's refusing to see. They were refusing to see. Now they want to give and receive and strengthen the bond in the physical. Love it. Okay, so just go with the flow. That's Pisces energy, and your dreams are coming true. Just breathe is in reverse, so putting the anxiety behind. Feeling alone though, because it's in the dark night. So seek the truth. That's the one I pulled today, for the healing. And someone's been confronting their shadow, which I feel is really powerful in that card. That's again like doing a lot of inner child healing. That man is looking in the mirror at the wee boy, which I feel is the inner child. Ready to manifest. Again, there's still fear there, darkest fears. That's what this full moon's about in Leo. I just said in Leo. That's the Venus retrograde in Leo, in Pisces rather. Right, okay. We bring in some of these and some, right. We'll bring in some magical Pisces cards and then what fell on the floor. Follow your bliss, relevant, isn't it? Navigating by the stars feels like following your north node as well. Someone's ready to follow their bliss and try something new. Makes sense. You'll only know you can do something if you try. Well, it's kind of like when I say you've got to be in it to win it, or you'll never know if you don't try. I say these things quite a lot because it's true. Oh my God, that really is a message. Practice, practice, but the best way to be good at a skill is to practice, practice, practice until you get it right. What that's all saying to me is, it's scary. It's scary to open up and be vulnerable, whoever this is for, divine feminines and divine masculines, but it's much scarier to never follow your bliss and always wonder. So it's like time to try something new and just being kind to yourself, knowing that you're not going to get it right first time. Nobody ever does, or rarely does. And when it comes to being vulnerable and talking about your feelings, there isn't any right way to do it. You just need to do it. Listen to your feelings. Don't let others talk you into doing something you know is wrong. But again, that's about the energies around somebody, pulling them away from where they know they want to go. And again, this is quite interesting because whatever, I don't know if it was in this reading or if it was my client today, but it's come up in some of these, like I'm just so in a space, and it sometimes lasts longer than a few days, but I'm really in a space of being so bored of the same messages coming out. I know I say this every now and again, but so I feel that's why I'm being strongly guided to rest, like, over this, basically the rest of the week and over the weekend, and I think come back on the Aries moon, changing things up a little bit. I don't know if it'd be as soon as that, but all I know is I do want to get on with doing the live streams daily, but I might need to delay that until my energy picks up a bit. But it's just, it's really just, and then I'll still do ones like this, but maybe not every day. I just need, it's just boring. It's boring me, so. But I know it does help people. So I said to my client today, literally, like, my client wouldn't actually have, chose to do those sessions with me if it hadn't been for one of the ones that I done that really spoke to her. So that's why it's important that I keep doing these, because it is helping people, and the right people find me to do that deeper work with me. So surrendering to the journey, release control. So again, that's me surrendering to my journey, that I'm here to help with Twinflames, and this does help people. So again, that's why I'm really grateful when you let me know, because new person, I don't know if you watch these big videos too, but a lovely girl, woman, had commented on the shorts there a couple of times, and it just, when you commented the other day, I was feeling quite low energy, and it picked my energy. I think it was just yesterday, actually. I think I just found it yesterday, because it gets caught in the filter thing. And then commented again today, and it's just, yeah, it's always, I know it does help people, and my clients tell me that, but it is really nice to know, you know what I mean? Because it does just feel like same shit, different day, doesn't it? Things are changing though. Things are changing, right? What do we need to know from this wee deck? Wedding. Oh, fucking hell, things are changing big time for some folk out there. Actually, you know, that is relevant for one of my clients I'm thinking of. Like, they are on the path to that. Getting married, lifelong commitment, soulmates, happiness, union, married, settling down. Yeah, it is relevant to some people. Destiny, fated, guided by spirit, soul contract, divine meant to be, surrender, it will happen. That's quite relevant when I was saying that. It will happen. Soul path, soul agreement, and tortoise. But yeah, it just happens slowly for others. In their shell, slow moving, clammed up, silent, slow and steady, withdrawn, introvert, shy, insecure. Why? And that came up when I was talking today as well, is that, you know, that's what I mean by if you feel like you've got the strength to reach out, it's, yeah, you've got to tap in. Am I not reaching out because it's my ego? Or am I not reaching out because I believe in them and I want them to find the strength to do that? Only you're going to know. Sometimes you do have to, it's not, you don't have to, but you have to tune in to, it can just be crippling for some people, the thought of like not being replied to or being rejected, or, yeah, so, again, tune in for your situ. And like I said, if you've already done that, then again, it doesn't necessarily mean, well, I've done it before, so it's their turn. It can mean that, but it's, I always sort of think if it gets down to it, it depends how extreme your situation is. If you know that nothing will ever happen because they're never going to do anything about it, you just, that's when it is worth doing something, I think. But anyway, our love was too intense for me to handle. I needed to break away. I didn't even fucking read. I was saying that and then I read it. So this is what I mean. It's like, I still feel deeply connected to you, but I won't admit it. It hurts to see online that you've moved on with your life. So yeah, it's quite conflicting energies, and I think that's why the feminine energy was a bit mixed up there too, because it's like, what I'm basically trying to say is, I think some of you, if you reach out, you will get a response right away. You won't be ghosted where you might have been before. But it's totally it's your choice whether you want to do that or not. Some of you might just simply not have the energy, like, to be honest. Tune into your own situ. Just, again, because it's like, are you trying to do that to hurry things along? Or are you, it depends if you're just doing it because you want to hurry things along, or if you genuinely feel like this person needs me to do this. Again, I can't, it's hard to explain what I mean. Spiritual. Tune into your own connection. Your spiritual journey is beginning, and I feel that means like bringing the spiritual into the physical, the union. So yeah, because your soul is preparing to reconnect, trust in the process very soon. Clearly decide what is you want, so it comes to you now. Cupid, love is in the air when Cupid's around. Honour your loved one, and you'll notice the relationship becoming stronger, because the confusion's being put behind, the telepathy's being left behind, because you'll actually be able to talk to each other. But you'll still be telepathic. That's what I feel that means. That's funny. Yeah, free yourself. Free yourself from being trapped in your mind. And yeah, I think we're done. Maybe, I think we want me to use this deck. This was way fucking longer than I wanted it to be. And by the way, if you're not watching this till the Thursday, it is because I'm that tired. I just want to go to sleep. So what else do we know to wrap this up? So again, bits and bobs of this are confusing as hell to me, but it'll make sense to whoever it's meant to make sense to. What does that say? Longing for home, homesick for the stars. This person is longing for you. You are home to them. Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. Look at that, it makes sense with what I was saying. If you weren't afraid, what would you do? And it is a feminine on it. So again, I've spoken about this before on the very big long lives. So, and I did speak about it before, that some of you will, as a divine feminine, regardless of gender, have to make that judgment call. That what's more important, that somebody throws the stone first that sets the ball rolling for the ball back and forwards, or nobody does it and nothing ever happens. You know what I mean? And that's when you've got to throw the divine feminine, divine masculine thing out the window, because you're both flip-flopping in and out of it. It's about having each other's back. Nourishment, replenishment, health, rest, self-care. But some people need to do that. So tune into your own situation. Right, I'm away to rest. Please like, comment, subscribe, book a session if you need more help. And